Hello and welcome. My name is Magnus Oraka. This is Woto TV. Please, you're going to have to forgive me because I have a bit of a sore throat. But I just have to make this video. When you see what is happening in Cameroon, what does it tell you about Africa? What does it tell you about African leadership? When I look at what is happening in Cameroon, I sincerely hope Tinubu and his APC government are watching, because there's a limit to which you will push the people and the people will fight back. There's a limit to which the people will tolerate your excesses and the people will fight back. I really do hope that the APC government is watching what is happening in Cameroon, because here is a country whose leadership, Paul Biya, has taken power since 1982 and wants to continue running. In fact, as a matter of fact, wants to take the leadership of Cameroon to the grave. For crying out loud, what will a 92-year-old man have to offer? Senility will begin to creep in. At 92, senility will begin to creep into your head. Sometimes you forget things. You might be signing things without. What do you think that man can read 5-page document before he signs it? But that's not my point. My point is simply this. What is really difficult about conducting a free and fair election? What is really difficult about it? Absolutely nothing. It's just as Africans have this idea that I must get it at all costs. We will have a president in Nigeria who said, by all means, you have to grab it, you have to snatch it, you have to run away with it. When you see Africans talking like this, clearly, we're not going to have good system of selecting our leaders. So what I'm trying to say right now is this. I want Nigeria to be weary of what is happening in Cameroon. I want Nigeria to be weary. The propaganda you sell to us that things are getting better while things are actually getting worse. You take us 9 steps backward, then move 2 steps forward. You start celebrating the 2 steps you took forward and forgetting that you took us 9 steps backward. That is what APC is doing. What is happening in Cameroon, I foresee it happening in Nigeria, because this Tinubu is not the one that wants to go down easily. Even if all the votes shows that he lost, he won't even step down. This one, Tinubu, he's not going to campaign based on popularity. He's not going to campaign based on what achievement. He's going to campaign based on getting governors to endorse him. I've been asking this question. What is it with old men and power? It's like power is the only thing that stimulates their erection, and therefore that's why they want to keep it at all means. See, if Nigeria implodes like Cameroon, Africa, the continent, cannot take it. The world cannot take it. Because everything Nigeria did was. If Nigeria implodes because of the greed and selfishness of certain people, the world cannot take it. The world cannot stand it. So I'm begging, particularly our INEC, because Tinubu obviously is setting the stage to rig. He has his brother in INEC. He has his brother located everywhere. But no matter how you scheme the system, no matter how you adulterate the system, when the people rise, you can't stop them. For now, you think you are getting away with almost everything. You are grabbing and snatching and running away. But when the people will rise, there will be no stopping. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now. And sorry my sore throat.
Designated Nigeria as a country of particular. The United States designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern for the purpose of genocide against Christian population. This means that the US is now going to start official procedural proceedings against Nigeria in some strategic interests where Nigeria is a concern, especially in the area of weapons deployment, because they believe that some of the official weapons that is being supplied to Nigeria find its way into the hands of these terrorists that are committing such genocide. So an action is going to be taken against them. One of the sorts of concern with that designation is that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is not just standing on the CPC designation. He is also requesting that the House Appropriation Committee chairman and some of the committee responsible, like Tom Riley, to sit down and come back and report to him. And he claims that he will not stand idle by to see fellow Christians are being killed in Nigeria. Most possibly, there is a program or a plan for the boots to be on the ground in order to help prevent the genocide. Most possibly, this is also one of the factors that they are likely going to consider. It means that the general failure of Nigerian leadership may lead to the U.S. boots on the ground in Nigerian soil. And this is very, very damaging to this country. So it means that there is a general vote of no confidence on the current leadership system of the country. They believe that there is a general failure of leadership to provide security of life and property, and that they must do something extra to be able to help in provision of this protection for the life and property of some of the citizens in Nigeria that they're concerned about, especially the Christians. And I believe that's what he's trying to do. So here is what I want to say. The Muslims in this country should not see this as a direct attack against them. Rather, it's a direct attack against the militant terrorist organization. So, and there should be no issue of anger pointed towards some Christian population simply because of this is happening, but rather there should be a general consensus and understanding between the citizens of Nigeria so that we should all understand that there is a failure of leadership in the country, especially the political leadership and the security leadership, to provide the necessary protection that is required for a peaceful and prosperous society. And that is what led us to this problem. So the problem should be viewed from the lens of being generic, not from the lens of being religious division, that will lead to religious division between the Christians and the Muslims. And do not forget, the only interest group that went to the United States to present in the US Congress this concern are the Christian population. Possibly, if there is a Muslim population's delegation that also found their way to the Congress and expressed concern about the genocidal killings that takes place against Muslim population in Nigeria by the same terrorists, maybe that designation will have also happened. So we shouldn't tag it as one religion trying to confront the other, or Christians are trying to confront the Muslims in Nigeria. No, we should see it as the citizens that are supposed to be protected by the security and the leadership of the state that has failed, and that is why the US is trying to do that. And the US is likely doing that because only the Christian population went and reported the issue, to the Congress. Should the Muslim also go and report, they may likely be designated. So this should not instigate any religious differences in Nigeria, but rather it is something that all of us share, that there is a general failure of leadership, both in the political class, most especially the political class, then of course also the security, particularly the political class, because the political class are supposed to provide all the necessary resources for the security to function. But the political class has failed to provide these things. Focus on corruption and stealing. And that is why the security are failing, which is leading to the massive rise and general killings by the terrorists. So this should not instigate the citizens against one another. Rather, we know where the problem is. It's coming from the failure of the political class. Thank you.
To that, why do you think the Southeast governors are not championing the cause of Nnamdi Kanu's release?
It's for them to answer, and it's quite shameful that is the conclusion that has been drawn. Since last year, when they declared in July last year that they were going to interface with the president on the issue of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing has been done. So they just have to explain to Ndibo why they have not taken any step visible, seen. I hear a lot of things that some of them have taken some covert steps, but I didn't see that, but I don't have any reason to doubt them. But I think what needs to be done and what needs to be convincing is something you do in the open. If Southeast governors empanel themselves or convene themselves one day and say, this weekend we are going to Villa to discuss with President Tinubu on the question of this issue of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I think, Ndibo will be very proud of them. That hasn't happened. And to me, it's not something that to be proud of.
Looking at the strategic moves you talked about right now, what is the current status of his defense?
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu believes that he has no case to answer, that there are no charges facing him. Listen, let me tell you a story. You know, you're not lawyers, but you know that once a law is repealed, it's repealed. Can you believe that the Terrorism Prevention and Amendment Act 2013 was repealed in July 2022? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still being charged under that old law, which was replaced in July 2022 by Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. We're in 2025, and you're still trying him on an old law. Let's not talk about extraordinary rendition, because somebody might say, oh, the Supreme Court said, okay, he was rendition, but he's still subject to trial. But there are other issues dancing around that. What about the root fair hearing that was not given to him in Kenya? If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was offered the due process of extradition in Kenya, he may not be here today, because there are a lot of defenses to extradition within the extradition laws of any nation, including Kenya. So there are just so many issues, and he was discharged in October 2023. Okay? Now, this case took like a year and a half to get reinstated. And while that was going on, in fact, even at the Court of Appeal, the law was repealed. So what is he facing before the Nigerian judiciary now? Charges based on old law. It's for the courts to decide. But these are one of the defenses in chief or cases in chief that are emanating from him, that are a challenge to his prosecution or his trial.
The judge handling the case has said he should consult very experienced lawyers to explain to him the implication of standing trial for himself, or I don't know that, or what it implies. So what is your own advice on this matter as it is now? Representing himself or going to seek for more serious advice?
He has legal consultants.
So what is he likely to do now?
Nnamdi Kanu will not be the first person to defend himself in a criminal trial. I can give you several examples. Martin Luther King did it in America. At some point, Gandhi, the father of non-violent resistance, did it in South Africa before he escaped to India. I think Mandela tried to defend himself too at some point. And in 1963, we go back to Awolowo again. Awolowo defended himself. He was assisted by some lawyers, including one from England, who was denied entry into Nigeria, but eventually he was granted entry. So Awolowo defended himself. So a lot of defendants, people who were subjected to criminal trial, have defended themselves in history. Nnamdi Kanu will not be the first. But that does not obviate the fact that he does not need the advice of experts. If he feels he does on any question of law, I think he's wise enough, smart enough to go for it.
Let's revisit the issue of IPOB.
Yeah.
Based on your submission about the Enugu High Court, talking about that it was unjustly, the process of proscribing IPOB was not right.
It was unconstitutional.
Was unconstitutional.
Yes.
So are you likely at any point in time to challenge this particular issue, or is it part of what you are going to drag into the case at any point in time?
Well, the prosecution of IPOB is before the Supreme Court right now on appeal. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged based on the prosecution of IPOB. There's also a question amongst legal experts. Is it right, under jurisprudence, to subject a man to trial on a law that has not become final? What criminalized the IPOB activity and put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention is the notion, the court order, that IPOB is a terrorist group. The court order proscribing IPOB. That court order, a lot of Nigerians don't know, is still under appeal. Section 36 sub 12 of Nigerian Constitution says no Nigerian should be put on trial except on the basis of a written law. Let us assume that the prescription of IPOB has become a written law. It hasn't become a final written law. It's still lying before the Supreme Court. These are some of the issues that I believe the executive branch should have looked at and say to themselves, well, what's the hurry? Maybe we should let this man go, because even the prescription upon which we are prosecuting him is not even final. It's not yet final. So these are the issues, the legal issues dogging his prescription. And these things are very likely to also occur as legal arguments in court.
What do you think may be the fears of the federal government if they should allow Nnamdi Kanu to go?
The fear of the Igbo man. The primordial fear of the Igbo man that led to the pogrom, that led to the widespread lie, deadly lie of Igbo coup in 1966, and then that led to the genocide that gave the cover for the 3-year genocidal war. And even after the war, that primordial fear of the Igbo man still persists. We just have to tell ourselves the truth. The truth. I'm asking my fellow Nigerians who are not Igbos, what is it about the Igbo man that you fear so much? That when we are even in power, when you are even holding the levers of the presidency, you still fear the Igbo man enough, sufficiently enough to put him in chains, to try to put him in jail and lock him away and throw away the key. Do you believe that to be the solution to your fears? Or do you take the other part, the other part of brotherhood and compatriot spirit, and embrace the Igbo man with all his good, the bad, and ugly, just as a human being that he is? We possess good qualities and bad qualities, all of us. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Nupe, whatever, white, black. So this singling out of an Igbo man in Nigeria as a separate entity to be treated in a certain discriminatory way. I've cited court rulings in that regard, including the one by the United Nations. So I'm not inventing anything. That thing has to go, or Nigeria will continue to have certain problems that it shouldn't have.
What is the current state of his health? Because we know at that point...
of course he's not feeling well.
Judiciary set up a panel, and the panel said that they gave him a clean bill of health.
Well, that one, the jury is still out on that. There is a question as to whether the Nigerian Medical Association is the right body to certify him as being fit for trial or not. It's a legal question. And I think it's going to become judicial very soon, sooner than later. There's also a question as to whether they actually examined him after 26 September, when the judge made the order. Nigerian Medical Examination, Nigerian Medical Association never examined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to my knowledge. I was managing his health as a lawyer, writing letters, staying with him, being present when he was with doctors. After 26 September, Nigerian Medical Association never examined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu physically. They had an interaction with him sometime around 22nd or 23rd September on the invitation of the Attorney General of the Federation. That's a different ballgame altogether. Different from when the court invites you by an order to examine the patient. But if we figured out that something funny, that something funny has to be solved first. If we are convinced we are supposed to be in Kuje, fine, we'll be in Kuje and take the trial. If we're not convinced, by God, let it go to where it's supposed to be. Then we'll have a better nation. And the goal that we pursue as citizens, as compatriots, will become very achievable. But when you don't do that, you are inviting disintegration. And don't blame anybody that agitates to have his separate state, because his reasons will be more justified than you think.
Maybe go a little bit back. You talked about President Jonathan invited you back to the country.
Yes.
What do you think about those willing him to contest for 2027? And then you have also some person saying he's not qualified to run again for president.
In Jonathan?
Yes.
Well, it is a decision to make. As to constitutional qualification you're talking about,
Yeah.
well, this is something that the courts will have to decide. Maybe they can test that in the courts. But he never got his 8 years. I can give you my legal opinion. Jonathan ruled for about 5 or 6 years.
6.
He can be re-elected. But someone can argue that his presidency will preterm it at the, before he makes another 4 years. Do you understand? It's an argument that can be made, but he's qualified to run again.
What do you make of the future of the Southeast as we head to 2027?
Well, the Southeast will continue to struggle politically. Unfortunately, we are politically disadvantaged in this country since the end of the war. Militarily speaking, even when the military is in power, there is a political disadvantage for Southeast because we are not well represented in the military security apparatus. And then when democracy comes, there seems to be some kind of a conspiracy of sorts or a convergence, amongst other groups of Nigerians that Southeast, people should be marginalized politically. So a lot of good positions elude us, in the national affairs of the country. We don't have that predominant or dominant presence that we are supposed to have in this country, and that is one of the things that is causing convulsions in the system.
What do you make of insinuation or the narrative that the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest was probably a strategic plan to draw out P2B and frame him for being a pro-IPOB member and probably destroy his presidential ambition?
Well, the allegation that it's a strategic plan is more strategic than the strategic plan. Anybody taking it towards P2B angle is being devilishly strategic. It has nothing to do with P2B. P2B has publicly called for a halt to the prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So why do they keep looking for him? So those are the people that are being devilishly strategic. The buck stops at President Tinubu's table. If he does not free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he can forget the votes of people of Southeast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is well loved in the Southeast. Mr. President, if anybody is telling you differently, he's lying to you. Unless there's another plan. You're not going to win Southeast without freeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Even with all these defections?
It won't happen. APC will lose woefully.
With all these defections?
Yes, go to the grassroots. I'm very close to the grassroots. The Igbos are waiting. They are angry. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their favorite son. They want him home. Mr. President, or you can forget Southeast. You can become president again with the votes of others. But forget that of Southeast. They are not happy with you because of this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu matter. That's just the gospel truth.
I've proposed a number of states, I think 6 states coming up, and
What do you make of the president's review of the beneficiaries list, and how did public feedback influence this process?
We want to start by saying that the president is revealing the already signed list is not even what Nigerians are calling for. One, Attorney General of the Federation should apologize and resign for exhibiting such a level of negligence and incompetence, because he is the chairman of the committee. And had it been that Nigerians did not vote, he would have just allowed the president to sign. And another thing is that doesn't mean that what you are sending the president to sign, you don't go through it, you don't reveal it. So, in other words, the president can even sign his death warrant. So he exhibited level of negligence and incompetence and should apologize and resign. That one is one. Then two, we raised issue of corruption because people agitated. People clamored that that particular list was a product of corruption, that some people paid money. So we are now asking, what is going on? Now that you have revealed it, are we stopping at that? What of those that produced that list? What happened? What on what basis you selected the people that you sent to the president for consent? Because just like as I said the other day, in Suleja prison, as an instance, a lady from Southeast was convicted for manslaughter, and he was sentenced to death for life. And she has spent over 25 years in that Suleja prison. But the other person now, Sanda, committed murder, and he was sent to death by hanging. In less than 3 years, you included her name. Now, on what basis? So that's why people are saying that some people are paying up to 150 million naira. So they should investigate that particular line of corruption. So because these are the issues, because this is a national embarrassment, because some people are even challenging the president of withdrawal of that pardon, because they say that it's a constitutional issue. Once you have consented for pardon, you don't withdraw again. But whichever way, we are talking about interests of Nigeria, our justice system.
Well said, Mr. Okpara. It looks like there's a lot of guesswork that went on in this. I appreciate that you mentioned that the AGF should apologize and resign, and also the aspect of you bringing up that there might have been some transactions that led to that initial list. But Nigeria is not the first country that practices such when it comes to presidential pardons. If you compare our country to what is practiced in saner or more ideal climes, what should be the metrics that determine if a person receives a presidential pardon or not?
Yes, just like the name sounds, is a prerogative of the president. And the president is expected to exercise such a power in line with law and morality. What do I mean? When somebody apply for presidential pardon, you consider a lot of things. What is the issue? What is the crime? The number of years given to the person. Have the person shown remorse? Not what we are seeing in Nigeria, where somebody, you kill soldiers, you committed act of terrorism, you kill a policeman, you render the entire community homeless, and when you are arrested under 3 months, they say that you have repented. No, there are procedures. Now the committee set up for this should receive the application. After vetting it, they should publicize it so that Nigerians will know the reason. Okay, this list now they made public for us now. What stops them from making it public before? For people to know. So we even got the information because of some journalists who applied investigative journalism and revealed it. Everything was going into secrecy, including this one I just told you now. If somebody, a staff in that Suleja prison, told me that there in Suleja, they thought that that lady would have made, her name would have included in that list. But because the lady has nobody to speak for her or somebody to pay for her. So that's why they excluded her name. So, and a lot of other issues. So they in the first instance going forward, when this kind of issue arise, and some people applied, and the committee has come up with a list. They should make it public for public to make input, not saying that somebody has shown remorse. What are the parameters of showing that somebody has shown remorse? Is the public and the victims of the crime the person committed, especially in the case of a murder, the family who lost their one, and they want to release the person back to the society in the name of a presidential pardon. It cannot stand.
So how can lessons, from this review shape future reforms within the Ministry of Justice, the Presidential Advisory Committee on Prerogative of Mercy and related institutions?
That's what we are saying now, because now that the current Attorney General has exhibited level of negligence and incompetence, I don't know what he's still doing there, because he told us that they are revealing the process. So you are now telling us that as a senior advocate of Nigeria, and you are the chairman of the committee, who submitted that list to you? Upon all the whole senior advocates we have in the Ministry of Justice, upon all the whole lawyers we have in the Ministry of Justice, you did not delegate somebody to scrutinize that list. The custodian authority submitted the list to you. You just submitted it to the president and asked the president to sign. It is a level of negligence and incompetence in the highest order. So he should resign, so that let somebody who is ready to do the work step in. So if now that this he said that they are going to come up with a legal framework going forward on how the presidential pardon should be followed, the things that need to be done, and personally I'm saying that you lack the moral and the legal capacity to be there, going by your previous conduct. So another person should step in and come up with a legal framework, so that this kind of embarrassment given to us should not happen again. And you made mention of something that has been happening in other clients. Not this type of show of shame, where somebody, a drug dealer, a drug trafficker, a murderer, and you granted the person presidential pardon. In less than one was convicted, I think that was in April or thereabout. In less than 6 months, in less than 2 years, in less than 3 years, and you submitted the name to the president that the president should exercise that power. It's an embarrassment. When the president is moving, Nigeria, we are moving. When the president is signing, we are signing. So you have the power given to you. You should exercise it in line with the mandate given to you as a president. So that is my own take on it. All
right, Mr. Okpara, well said. Now, let's expand this beyond this presidential pardon situation. Now that this administration is trying to correct the impression that it's lenient on crime, it also reminds me of past policies that were introduced by this administration, where there was also similar backlash, but nothing was necessarily done. In the future, is this an indicator that it might be time to introduce the participatory aspect of the public when it comes to policies being introduced, especially since it's everyday Nigerians that will be affected by those policies? Do you think it's time for us to see a shift in that?
Of course, we have said it, both in any policy, not when you take a decision and you receive a backlash and you begin to amend. You are embarrassing your government. And I continue to say, I don't know those who are advising the president. Before the president will make a comment or say anything, they must look at it, review it. Before a president will give an appointment, just like the appointment giving a screening, you can see what happened to the former Minister of Science and Technology, Mr. Naj. Had it been that the Senate conducted the screening as they're supposed to do, the security agents carried out their own screening in line with the law very well. That embarrassment given to us that somebody who forged a university certificate passed through Senate screening, passed through DSSS security screening, and was sworn in as a minister shouldn't have come up. So going forward, before you take any decision, especially granting pardon, you should make it public. Appointment, make it public. Allow people to make input. Allow people to help you scrutinize the person. It will save you a lot of embarrassment. So that's why we are saying that now we will not allow the minister to benefit from his own wrong by still being in that office as Attorney General of the Federation. He should resign. 2, the people, the custodian authority, those that produce that list, because that list was produced by custodian authority. What I mean is that correctional center staff, those people that produce that list, they should subject to investigation. What gave rise to this? That this person who qualified to merit the list, you remove his or her name and you included this person whom you know that is not qualified in line with the criteria given to you. So these are the issues going forward, because otherwise another person will repeat this kind of thing, and when there is a backlash, you say that you are revealing it. No, he should apologize and resign. Those who participated in that corruption and this issue of shame should be made to face security agents for investigation.
Well, lawyer and human rights activist Maxwell Okpara, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, my people. It's good to be back here again. How on our day today, my people? I appreciate you all right there. It's weekend, you know how it is. So we're just gonna do this fast. Depend on how people engage us anyway. That will determine the minutes we're gonna spend here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. Happy Saturday to every one of you right there. Mother of Mom Diaspora, thank you very much, mommy. Good evening to you. Thanks for all that you do for us here every day. My brother Abu Azi, appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Good evening to you. Good evening to every one of you right there. I'd like to verbally quickly acknowledge everyone, which I have Discussion Channel TV, Wisdom Lucky, Taurus Audio, Practice Solomon, Adelaja Ogumbiyi, my brother. Good evening to you all. At peace in the building. Thank you very much, Joseph Bobo Konga. I can see you. Thank you, my people. Knowledge 77, I can see you. It's been a while. Then I have Mother Stella Masawedo with us. Thank you very much, my good evening to you. Princess Angela TV, good evening to you. Then we have Irene's TV right there with us as well. Grace Holmes, thank you very much. Good evening to you. I appreciate you all. Press on the like, please. Help us to share if you can. Press on the dollar sign. My brother Black Panther, thank you very much. I can see you right there on the comment section. I only just have 2 articles. 2 of you were calling in earlier on. Immediately I finish with this article, please call in on time. A link will be posted for those of you that want to join the panel. Also try to come in on time. But I'd like to quickly take this because of the, as you can see right there, yesterday evening, the declaration happened that Trump declares Nigeria a country of particular concern, which a lot of people are currently talking about. In fact, the discussion I've started since yesterday. If I have to play more videos concerning that, we might sleep here today. So I just have to skip it. A lot, even mainstream medias, they have talked about it, brought 1 or 2 persons to their platform to discuss it on channels, Arise and all that, but I just want us to move on. But the president, Tinubu, have responded, or his people. Breaking: Tinubu fought U.S. designation of Nigeria as religious freedom violator. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has rejected the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, by U.S. President Donald Trump over alleged persecution of Christians, insisting that the characterization does not align with the nation's reality or constitutional values. Do you people agree with what Tinubu is saying? Because when I read this thing earlier, I was like, waiting. I don't know what I want to talk. The United States had named Nigeria amongst countries accused of failing to prevent or tolerating severe violation of religious freedom, an allegation the Nigerian government has repeatedly dismissed since it first surfaced within some American police-making circles. Reacting in a statement on his verified X handle official bat on Saturday, which was just today, President Tinubu maintained that Nigeria remains a pluralistic democracy committed to protecting the right of all religious groups. Is this true? My people, is this one true? I don't know. Now, what did Tinubu talk? You know, okay. Then it went on unquote. Nigeria stands firmly as a democracy governed by constitutional guarantees of religious liberty. Since 2023, our administration has maintained an open and active engagement with Christians and Muslim leaders alike and continues to address security challenges which affect citizens across faiths and regions, the president declared. He stressed that the U.S. designation misrepresented a decade-long effort to by successive administrative, religious institutions, and community leaders to uphold peaceful coexistence among the country's diverse faith communities. Then it went on. The characterization of the Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality, nor does it take into consideration the consistent and sincere effort of the government to safeguard freedom of religion and belief for all Nigerians, he said. It's also this paragraph I read, so now this one is still true. I have to ask you, I'm asking a question because according to what Tinubu is saying here, that the government, let me take that part again. Let me highlight it so that I know where I did. So the characterization of the Nigerian religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality, nor does it take into consideration the consistent and sincere effort, get that right, effort of the government to safeguard freedom of religion and belief for all Nigerians. Anyway, I just the ask, Tinubu reaffirmed that religious harmony has been an enduring principle of the country's nationhood, adding that the Nigerian state neither promotes or condones religious persecution. Is it? Oh, okay. Okay, let me move on. Unquote, religious freedom and tolerance have been a core tenet of our collective identity and shall always remain so. Nigeria opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. The statement reads, well, okay, while underscoring that constitutional protections cover citizens of all faiths, Tinubu said his administration remains committed to engaging international partners, including the U.S., to strengthen mutual understanding and advance the protection of religious rights globally. Then, unquote, their statement, Tinubu's statement, or rather, our administration is committed to working with the United States government and the international community to deepen understanding and cooperation on protection of communities of all faiths, he concluded. I don't know a question I had to ask now because the way Tinubu talk for years, so is that the reality on ground is a question. Is that the reality on ground with the people they are buying every day? Okay, we have a man who responded to this today. You know, I would like to forward it because I've already uploaded this particular video, but let's listen to this man here. Today.
So this should
move also to one. This Bauchi
just hold on. I want to forward it to.
We are brought from the day of
another rather.
If my government is denying genocide, what will they say about this? United Nations, European Union, take note. This is the genocide of people that were killed.
on the fateful day of 7 March 2010, massacre at Dogona Hawa Plateau State. Names of victims that were killed. Machineries were brought from Niger Republic. They were brought from Chad. They were brought from Burkina Faso, Senegal. They were hired into the nation. They mix up with those from Maiduguri. That's a Muslim state. Also from Gombe, Muslim state. In fact, the troop into this place, Bauchi, this is the route that they took. By about midnight, they invaded this village. We are living peacefully in this Dogona Hawa. These are the victims of massacre.
Okay, that particular video have been uploaded on Nigeria Watch in case you want to watch it. To be honest, this is just something else, man. What Tinubu is telling us now, or rather telling the US now, that the government are doing everything possible to protect every religious practices. You know, how is that possible? I don't understand. Do you know how many Christians they've died just this year alone? Do you know how many? Deborah died just like that. Nothing happened till tomorrow. I don't understand. But meanwhile, I'd like to take on the last article that I have for you guys, so that we take it from here. I have another article here which is shocking, but let me quickly put this on your screen. There you go. Thank you for your patience, guys. Okay, this is coming from Vanguard. You know, Morik to Khan. Tinubu treated you well. Why betray him to Trump? Okay. The Muslims' right concern, Morik, has accused the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, of letting down President Bola Ahmed Tinubu despite what he described as President generous consideration for Christians in federal appointments. The allegation came in the wake of former United States President Donald Trump. Okay, but it's still the president. Now, why did they say the former United States President Donald Trump? Decision to place Nigeria back on the list of countries of particular concern. But why? Why must they say the former? Who wrote this? Vanguard. What's happening here? Is Donald Trump not the current president of America? Why addressing him as the former United States president? Oh, God. If now our channel make this mistake, now people they say, hey, yeah. Okay. I like because me I don't confused. I don't even know where they read anymore now. Former. Anyway, I'll just leave it right there. You know, the Muslims are fighting back now, fighting CAN back that despite that everything Tinubu is doing for them. Listen, whatever Tinubu is doing for CAN, he's doing it for individual, not the people. That's one thing we must get right here. You know, do you know how many Christians they have died in Nigeria since Buhari's regime entered this Tinubu regime? Do you know how many? So what are they trying to hide? Because it's the truth. It's just like you are fighting. How do I put it? Like you are beating your wife, for example. You beat your wife every day inside the house. And she's always screaming, shouting. One day, the neighbors will come in to rescue her. They'll say, this woman, they cry. And so beat this man, they beat him. This is what the international bodies are trying to do right now. To know that Nigeria at the moment, especially Nigerians, we're in trouble in the hands of this government or our leaders. These people, do they really care about us according to the article we just read just now concerning Tinubu? Do they really care about us? I don't get. Why do we have Sharia law inside Nigeria? We have two constitutions inside Nigeria. Sharia law constitution, then the Federal Republic of Nigeria constitution. It's crazy, man. Anyway, I just thought I should put my 2 cents. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you very much for your time with us. Luckily, somebody joined us. So let's hear from Olumide, my brother, so that we can just move on. Today might be my luckiest day to round up on time. Mr. Olumide, my brother, good evening to you. Talk to us sharply.
Hello, Elvis. Thank you very much. So,
Thank
good day, everybody. Good day, Elvis, for all you do. Good day, Nigerians. I mean, I'm just going to say now, I want to react to the main issue of the day. This is the main issue of the day. This is what is happening. And it's just, unbelievable that we're at this point of our history, at this point of the country where people can't speak the truth. You understand? Can you imagine somebody like that Morik man saying that can't betray Tinubu to the US? I think can't betray Tinubu to the US. What does he mean by can't betray Tinubu to the US? I'm a Christian. You understand? I don't know how much of a practicing Christian some people will say I am if they were to judge me. But does it make sense that they are killing people in on their own lands? Does it even matter if they are Christians or it's very immaterial whether they are Christians or they are? Look at Onanuga's defense. That he just dug his own grave in his Twitter reply to Marco Rubio, Secretary of State of America, that Christians are not the only one that are being killed. They're also killing Muslims. So there's killing going on. There's killing going on. Whether they are Christians, whether they are Muslims, whether they are traditionalists, it doesn't matter. People are being killed. And people are shouting. And you have law enforcement agency in the country. And then the DSS of the country, the Director General of the DSS came out to say, people, defend yourself. Defend yourself. We don't have any means of defending you. And people don't want to carry arms. They don't want to take law into their own hands, and they are waiting on their government to come and help them. And they've lost hope in their government, and they've crowd out to an external force. And you are calling them traitors. You are calling them betrayers. Are you okay? Babana Kisalori, are you okay? Man with a rag, bedsheet rag, I mean a baby diaper rag, we take wrapping head. Are you okay? Whatever they call your name, are you okay? People, I mean, so please, Elvis, please, what exactly is stopping the military or police or any other law enforcement agent for that matter from when they want to hold the election, they will deploy 5,000 troops. Last Edo election, the last election was the Edo State election. They deployed over 5,000 troops, policemen all over. But they are killing people. The people are dying. Does it not matter? I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it, though. I don't get it. The other day, Elvis, I was watching my local news. Those of us in Canada will know that local station. We call it CP24. It will resonate with some of them. CP24. It's a local news. And you know what they were saying on TV? One man he went to buy something in a store. Instead of making just run inside store, go buy something. He can't leave in dog inside the car. He don't say go take. Sometimes you go just say make you run, go do this. Say go take. and it was in the summertime where heat, where it was very hot. You wind up in old mirror, the dog come by. You know, say na another person call police, say, dog the inside car don't buy you. You know, say they arrest the guy in charge. If you know what people they talk for TV, when they interview people about the incident what happened, say, I mean, it's so gross, it's so bad, it's so mean. Now dog go, or that dog. But when I compare it to how my people, imagine if person don't pie like that, you know, person don't pie like that or more. I don't know. We've lost our humanity. I mean, people dying every day. People, we don't. It doesn't matter to us anymore. What matters is, and you know what? The funny thing again is the people living in the city, the people living in the big cities, they are not even speaking up. They are not. All they are doing is all about their business. Go work, come back. They don't care as far as they know concerned. They know their village. They know their outskirts. They know their suburb. You understand? And then when this news get to people like us in the diaspora, they will be saying a lie. There will be propaganda, you know. I mean, this is just crazy. You see, I mean, we can't run a country like this. What exactly are the law enforcement, the soldiers, what the police, what exactly are they doing? You would have thought that when the governor of Plateau State went to the people that they fight, they killed, and the governor of Benue, when they went to pay a visit to the people that they killed in their villages, and you would have thought that their security entourage, they would leave them behind to guide the people. They went away with the security entourage. And then these people are coming back again and again and again to commit more atrocities. Isn't that crazy? See, Elvis, let me give you my theory of what's going on. You see the Democratic Party in the US, after putting one and one together, they are culpable in all what is going on. It is true that the reason why Trump is coming hard on Nigeria right now is because they have information. They won't just see there are other countries where things are going on, and they won't just put their mouth in anybody's internal affairs, except maybe they have some kind of interest. They may have some kind of interest, but first they have to weigh the consequences before they really come in. And it's because they have real evidence that what is going on in Nigeria is genocide. They have true information that what is going on, and that the Democratic Party was all part of this. And the Democratic Party, they have to come clean. You see, Obama, I don't know if he intentionally knew, or maybe they sold him some kind of a propaganda and he bought into it. You know, in America they have this kind of politics where you can use money to buy and lobby to pay lobbyists to help influence their politicians to take certain decisions. So maybe that's what happened during Jonathan's time. So I think that is what may have taken place, because there was this accusation then that America was financing terrorism through the USA, the United States Aid Department. I think that was how they were financing the Boko Haram members. So I think they indeed thought, I think he had the American backing. They believe that Jonathan wasn't going to hand over power during the elections, and that they were going to come in with external forces, the Islamists and the rest of it, which is history now. So I think he had the American backing, and they used that United States agency aid to fund it. They used it. I'm of the opinion I'm beginning to put all the pieces together now. But unfortunately, the thing backfired. And knowing Nigerian politics for what it is, people like Tinubu have ceased. You would have thought that, okay, maybe if Jonathan did behave well, and I'm sure Jonathan would have had intelligence too and realized that if he didn't hand over power, these people coming after him have the US, they have the backing of the West. They have the US backing and probably the UK backing too. So
Do you agree?
that is what, see, because a lot of things are beginning to reveal itself
Olumide,
now
can you hear
over
me?
time, and maybe more will come out
Can you hear me,
over
Olumide?
time.
Can you hear me?
And now they have this. That is why it's
Olumide,
difficult for the government of the
Olumide,
day
are you
to go
there?
after this armed terrorists.
Olumide, can you hear me?
They have this armed terrorists.
Can anybody hear me on the comment section?
And so okay, Elvis, I'll leave it there and I'll come back later. Let me just.
But I've been calling your name for the past 78 years. You don't answer me. Olumide. Okay. All right. Okay. People were hearing me. Okay. Maybe now Olumide. I know they hear me. Okay. Yes, I wanted to ask him a question, but since he did not hear me, I need to end the show right now. Thank you, everyone who reacted or responded. Now, God, I will bless you now, my people. You know, today's Saturday, so really, I don't want to be here for so long. So we need to round up the show early today. So at least let me also have some time for myself.
Hello?
I've been on traffic since. Olumide, you just unmuted yourself.
Elvis,
can you hear me? I think you have issue with your connection because your submission was clear, but you can't hear me speaking. So it's obvious now that this is not your fault. I think it's your gadget, or I'm not also sure it's a network. Your network.
can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Olumide, can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Okay, you need to go and come back or go to somewhere for maybe I don't know where I'll send you go. Now maybe you go sort yourself. Let me remove you and come back. Maybe when you come back, you'll be fine. I thought he was deliberately doing it. That means it was his network then. That's why it's not good to be quick to react. All right, Black Panther, please talk to us. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Naija Watch.
Yes, my brother.
I just called in to clear the statement he just made. He was fidgeting in submission. He wasn't confident in his submission. Before I go forward, I want to thank everybody that is listening. May God bless you. You see, I'm just trying to call in to correct his submission. I definitely did not agree with his submission because there was no utter confidence in submission. He was fidgeting at the end. How can a person walk on to us and tell us that a man that brought a terror leader that was terrorizing the world down will now be sponsoring terror in an African country? That statement is fallacious. It doesn't make sense. We should talk on what is on ground. We should not talk on what the rhetoric when during politics when they play rhetoric.
Elvis, can I
let him
finish?
finish. No, yeah? Let him finish. Let him finish now. Let me. You will respond.
See, we know what USAID was involved, and all the things they said about USAID by some politicians here. They've already said it's false. It's on air. It's false. So why should you take that rhetoric and now use that to bring down the commander-in-chief of the United States, person that brought a head of a terrorist down that was terrorizing the world? Then you now say he's sponsoring an terror group. Does that make sense? In academic realm, will you speak such things to the board of academicians? How does it make sense? Let's look to the kind of problem we have. I said here that in 2026, we are looking at 2027. I said, what is going to happen in 2026? We don't even see it. I said it right here. And look at what is happening today. So we should just speak on the issue and stop dribbling around international things that we don't have a concrete fact about. That is what annoys me. Let's speak on the issue. What is happening in the Nigeria issue now? We have been here fighting. You don't come and bring another thing that will divide us. And this. Yes. Our President Donald Trump did something, and we are all in support of him now. Don't bring rhetoric. Another rhetoric, another topic entirely. Please, let's stick to the fact and speak to the issue, and let us stop diverting people's attention and say this person is bad, that president is bad, that one is bad. But everybody has his own political interest. And when the president comes, he digs into his interest. He was giving it an information. Somebody came to lobby for himself. They lobbied and they got it. And every country have interest at that particular moment. So you don't say it's sponsoring. We are here on ground. We'll tell you, USA is not for sponsoring anything. That's the rhetoric. And it has been debunked in here in America. Thank you.
All right, my brother, thank you very much. He's going to respond to you. Have that in mind. Let me quickly respond to that. Thank you.
Black Panther, you can say whatever you want to say. That's your own effing business. You understand? I don't freaking care what you say, or if you say anybody needs to speak to the issue, you need to speak to the issue and not, you understand? This is my own view of what I think is happening based on the news that I've read, listened to on the pages of paper online and everything. I put all my facts together based on everything that I've listened to. I'm not an intelligence gathering. I don't work for any intelligence agency. I don't work for any, but this is my own opinion of what I think is happening in my country. And people are dying every day. And all I care about is for these deaths and killings to stop. You understand? And if Obama unknowingly gave support to an opposition party to unseat that opposition party, to unseat another opposition party, and now that party is causing terrorism in our country, I'm going to hold him responsible. You understand? As a black man, I love him, first black president of America. I love him, but I'm going to hold him responsible for his actions and what he has done. So he's not going to, we're going to expunge him for what is going on. They used the U.S. aid agency. The current United States government released that piece of information that they were using the U.S. aid agency. That's why they scrapped the funding to sponsor actions like this. You understand? To sponsor, and Boko Haram was part of the funding and sponsoring that they were carrying out.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me?
So, hello?
Yeah. Round up in 1 minute.
So whether you like it or not, you can say whatever you want to say. I don't freaking care. And also, we are also aware that the U.S. government, the refusal to release Tinubu's indictment, the U.S. court indictment of him, he was probably linked. It was during Biden's time. We know it was linked to a certain man, a Democratic lobbyist. His name, I've forgotten his name now. David Axelrod, or whatever his name is, Axelrod, a Democratic lobbyist. It was part of those who influenced the government then not to release that information. So when people like us are talking, you think we don't know what we are talking about. Because you did US, you go to drink my eyes. What's my fucking business with you?
Okay.
You way they peddle wrong information up and down. Would they peddle wrong information between me and you? Where they talk without facts and basis.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Not take a personal. You know, we not go give people where they say we give injection for head. You not go give them for eye. All right, Mr. Alabo, it's good to have you here. Before you speak, I'd like to appreciate Mother Peggy Body. Thank you very much, but for all you are doing for me, I'm very, very grateful. God bless you, man. Thanks for always being there, your encouragement, your prayers, your support, financial support, your presence, everything. I'm very, very grateful. Okay, let's see you want Shookman for this matter. Our Dream Nation, I make you quick coming. I'll give you 5 minutes. Make you talk to us. Make a run. Just 5 minutes. Good evening to you, my brother. Talk to us.
Naija watch where they go.
No, I want round up now. Now here then they say make I dey sleep. He say where they go.
Naija watch. I beg. Oga Jonathan, they come. Oh.
Now
You
yeah,
don't wait,
no,
I
no,
beg.
no. God Jonathan travel, he's not there around. Don't worry. Talk to us, talk to us, talk to us, talk to us. You remain
Okay.
3 minutes from your time.
Oh, good evening, sir. Calm down. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. And thank you for what you do, my brother. You're doing a great
Thank
job.
you, my
God
brother.
bless you and the backroom staff and your madam for standing by you and your mother, our mommy Daspara. God bless every one of you. For me, with the news we are having, I think we talked a little about it yesterday, but I just want you to get back, if you can look back 2014, we are some of these APC guys who are talking about what Trump is about to do. They wanted to remove Goodluck Jonathan from power. They traveled to
Mr. Alabo, you don't mute yourself. Oh, bless you, you're not ready to talk today.
sorry, sir. Ah, so yeah, where I even stopped. Okay, I was talking about the APC guys. They traveled to US. That was in 2014, leading to the 2015 election. They petitioned the Nigeria government. The secretary to the state then welcomed them under Obama administration. The pieces Nigeria reach grand, these same characters in power. That is why the evil man does live with them, and he also live after them. APC, whatever thing APC is suffering today, going through today, is the evil they sow in Nigeria. The bandits they invited, which Aerofire has confirmed to Nigerians, is the bandit that is still disturbing their government today. The Boko Haram they plotted to undo another government. They are unable to control the same Boko Haram. We are suffering today because of that. So Trump or the United States listing Nigeria as a country of a particular concern. Is it a surprise to them? Mr. Niger Watch, why these things was going on? Have they stopped the killing that is happening in Benue State? Have they stopped the one in Kwara State? Have they stopped the one happening in Southern Kaduna? Have they stopped the killing in Plateau State? And the Sharia law intimidation that is happening in the north? Has the Nigeria government stopped those things? So it is not about the country when you see our politicians who are doing this thing. It's not about the image of the country. Why you see them today talking is because of the asset they have and what they want to go and do in US and other country. That is their concern. That is why you see people like Bishop Kuka will come. It's because of the link and things they know where they do, they get themselves involved. If not, what I will expect them doing is for you to go and stop this killing. Stop what is going on, what is affecting the country. Stop it from happening. They are still buying people. Yet you want to go and let people know. Niger Watch, if you are living in Kaduna, if Mr. President, Bayo Ononuga, all of them are in Kaduna and their family were among those people they buy. They have taken over their land and they change their name, their ancestral land, they change the names of their community. They have installed their own chief in their own place. They don't have any right in their place. What message are you sending? You will say, these people are criminals. They are hiding it to achieve this aim. Who is their sponsor? Naija Watch, help me ask them. Who were their sponsors? People that have been guided by the same military. They will carry out operation. After the operation, they successfully go back without no trace. It's a coordinated attack. That is why Nnamdi Kanu is inviting a lot of people to come and be a witness. Danjuma came out and told us this is ethnic cleansing. That is former defense minister. That is somebody top military hierarchy.
He would have been a president, a head of state, but he shy away. But he was the man behind who has installed a lot of people because he's a smart politician and a military general. Did they do anything to Danjuma? Did they tell him that what Danjuma was talking about, that is an ethnic cleansing? People should rise up and take up arms and defend themselves. Did Danjuma not say that? These are part of the team. Nnamdi Kanu list some of them. So they will come and testify also and deny if they did not say that. Did the DSS boss not told us that you have the right to carry weapon to defend yourself? Because you cannot watch people come and take over your community. This is happening. What will you say to those ones if this kind of thing is happening? So it is not anything you see this APC government doing today. It is not for the interest of Nigeria. It's for their asset they have there. That is what is their own concern. They will not be able to travel to some places they want to travel. Well, some of them will pray that you pick them. Me, I will be happy even if it will take 12 years for the money in Florida to return back to Rivers State, even if it is one hospital they built for us, or the one they have stolen and installed in the US. If the American government can do that and bring us back, the Nigeria common citizen will benefit from this. It will stop some of them. Some of them will not be comfortable to live in Dubai. They will not be comfortable to live in those places.
All right, Mr.
Because they
Alabo,
want
30
to
seconds.
enjoy some place they want to live. So this one is something every Nigerian should welcome. Our politicians should sit at home and build our country. Those resources they are stealing from our own collective wealth, they should use it and build factory in Nigeria, not to improve other people's economy. And our government must stop the buying of people. Whether you want to change it to anything, you cannot allow people of specific religion being the victim, majority of it. You're taking it and you will come and hide to say they are criminals. They are just hiding to come and bring bad image. But you are the one behind them, sponsoring them. Anything that will go on, Abacha have said it, that will linger for long. The hand of government is inside. So Nigeria government will wake up to their responsibility. Thank you, Mr. Najawach.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Madam Deborah, talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening to everyone watching today. You're welcome to today's broadcast. Just a quick one. I mean, I saw the news yesterday as well, and it really gladdens my heart that at last we're seeing somebody paying attention to what is going on in Nigeria. It's about time, because they've gotten away with it for so long, you know. And this was something that Biden went and took Nigeria off and pretended as if he does not know what was going on in Nigeria for 4 years. See the difference? You know, but for people who will come tomorrow and start criticizing Donald Trump, oh, he's this, he's that. The question is, Biden was there for 4 years. Did he even act as if he knows what is going on in Nigeria? He did nothing. So at least it's a good thing that somebody is paying attention. And my greatest happiness in this whole thing is that at least it's going to affect the Nigerian government one way or the other. Because the only time they pay attention to anything is when it has something to do. When it's going to affect them one way or the other. If it's not going to affect them, they are not going to bother. That's why you see they have been running up and down to do damage control, to prevent it from happening. Reno Mokri running up and down, trying to gaslight, and they think it's Nigeria that they can lie and do propaganda. But it's a shame that no matter how long evil takes, it has an expiry date. You know, when you want to cover up the lives of people, innocent people who have lost their lives, and you want to try and cover it up so they don't get any form of justice, even God will not be on your side. For me, I just believe that the innocent lives that have been lost over the years are crying for justice. And one way or the other, people will have to pay a price for what has been going on. You don't just do things and think you will not get away with it. It's just a reminder. Look at the issue of that Zio China, that girl,
Yeah.
the one that passed away. You can see this thing has happened after so many years. I'm sure the perpetrators must have thought that they were smart. And
Exactly.
they got away with it.
Even the son, the satanic man's son, now pursuing his music career here in Lagos.
They must have thought that karma that they have. I'm sure they must have been happy that we jump and pass. But you see, no matter how long it takes to truth, you cannot cover it forever. It will judgment will come on you one way or the other. And just look at how when it happened in that 2018, a lot of people did not even know about it. Me, I didn't even know something like that happened. But you see now, the whole world, their picture, their name, now it has spread everywhere. So for the rest of their life, that stigma is going to be on them. You see how God's judgment come on people. That the first time it happened, it wasn't on the internet like this. But look at how widely spread it has gone. Me, I didn't even know about it before, and I'm sure so many people didn't know about it. But what is the case today now? And then you see that girl's spirit wants judgment, wants justice. So that is how it goes. When you keep doing evil, when God will say enough, that's what happened. And I'm very, very sure that is what is happening to the Nigerian government. They tried to cover it up. They sent somebody to go to CNN. They did everything to try to gaslight the issue. They use can, they use this, spent money on propaganda. By the end of the day, what they were trying to avoid still happened. It still happened. And I'm really hoping that Trump will use sanction. That Trump will sanction them hard. I'm just waiting to see the sanction that he's going to put. I trust Donald Trump. I'm waiting to see the kind of sanctions that he's going to put on the Nigerian government. And that will probably affect them in the next election. I'm really happy with what is happening. And I'm happy that it's affecting them. And I'm going to see how they are going to resolve this issue. At least now that it's gaining international recognition. Even the, what is it called? The reply they gave, you can tell that they didn't even have anything to say. It was almost like an empty response. They just have to put out something. But if you read it, there's really nothing inside.
All right.
There's really nothing inside. They couldn't deny it. They couldn't say, okay, this is the effort that we have made. There was more or less nothing on the response. So fingers crossed. You see, one thing I've always believed in this life, no matter how strong human beings think they are, when the time comes for God to do his own thing, they say every day is for the thief, but now one day is for the owner.
Exactly.
So whatever people do, they should always know that there's this one day that it will be for the owner, and that's the one day that is coming for these people. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much, Mother Deborah, for putting your voice to this evening. Thank you, ma'am. All right, my people.
Before you go.
Okay, 1 minute.
Thank you, sir. Are you aware that some Nigerians on social media are blaming this girl, saying they say this girl is enjoying the fun? That was why he did not speak out. He waited till how many years? I say for those people, may it happen to their own children. These people
we don't even need to discuss something like that. To be honest, you don't even talk about that. Those are irritative kind of statement from
go on. They tell you they put the thing for social media. They talk, say the picking they that's why you know Greek can't talk them out. And secondly, I want to beg you for one thing. Help me ask your big uncle, the former APC national chairman, Mr. Odigi Onyegu, what do they went to a White House to meet Obama, Buhari with them? They went there. Which petition do they take to American government to petition Goodluck Jonathan government? Ask them that question that is condemning what Trump have done. They already informed America this is what Nigeria is going through before they took over power. So whatever decision coming now today does not start today. It's the thing that APC have done, petition Goodluck Jonathan, is what they are seeing today. And our security system is another problem. If a woman carry somebody go to police station, say, man, do something, we could talk of adult. A policeman will ask you one question, wait till you go find for the boy house. It's a system error. That is why we are having. So many people cannot speak. Even adults, they go through this process, not to talk of young children. Some adults are there, they can't even say what they are going through. So what do you expect this young person to say? So our system is a problem. Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
All right. Yes, the system is the problem. I agree 100% on that. That's why you and I were here almost every day speaking. Yeah. What do we know? We'll continue to do our part by saying it how it is. Fingers crossed, by God's grace, we'll get there. In our time, though, our leaders are not ready to change the narrative. So they talked when I saw no light for Lagos. So they talk no light. So tell me, what's the signs that the government are ready to turn this country around? No sign. Insecurity everywhere, kidnappings everywhere, wrongdoings everywhere. A lot is wrong with our country, not just the government, including the people themselves. A lot is wrong with our country. So I don't know if this country can ever, become that view that you and I are craving for. If Peter Obi, they allow him to rule, Peter Obi is going to set the pace, but I'm still worried. Even though Peter Obi set the pace, Peter Obi that have promised that he wants to do just 4 years. Remember, even though Peter Obi set everything in order and he leaves office, even though 4 or 8 years, whoever that comes in can mess it up all over again.
You are right, Najawash.
Yes.
What about Anambra State where you live?
Exactly.
It's a system. Yeah, it's a problem of Nigeria.
So there's no hope this country can ever be better because some of us think that if Peter Obi come in, the country is better forever. No, he have time to stay. Some of the satanic people working with him will just pledge loyalty just for him to rule and go. Once it all go, they start sharing money again, then the country will start sinking again, and everything, before you know it, it's a big trouble, man. It's a big trouble. Today we speak about the former governor of Edo State, which is Ogbemudia. Whenever we want to talk about the good things that man have done, we always mention his name because one of the very, very few, Anna Bruce Ali, I guess, that did well in Edo State. I grew up to see they talking about these people endlessly. But unfortunately, the people that have ruled after them, they messed up the states. So if you are one of the people thinking if Peter Obi coming today, Nigeria will become like Dubai, listen, you and I will only enjoy good governance within that 4 years that he promise is going to stay in office. 4 years runs fast. After 4 years, Peter Obi will be removed. Whoever that comes in will not start, rubbish shoulder with the satanic people all over again. Nigeria will be sinking all over again. So you'll be like saying, it go hard, man. This country, every sector, every area, every corner is just corrupt. The government are corrupt. The people themselves are corrupt. Everybody is corrupt. Most of the people calling out the government not good, government not good. If you give them the opportunity today to go stay in that office, they will do worse. You see, it's crazy. It's really okay. There's one security man in my estate here that I know. He's a young guy. I know him for the past 4 years. So it was not working for me. It was working for another house in my estate. So whenever I see him outside driving past, he wave, I just press my horn because all the security people in my estate, all of them know me. You know, by God's grace, sometimes we still put smile on their faces and all that. But I was surprised yesterday when I was driving out of my from my house. It was already inside the estate. I was driving out of my house, you know. So he was chatting with my gate man at my gate when my gate man opened my gate. Then I wrote down, I greeted him, how are you? It's been a long time, you know. Then he now told me that yes, there's a big trouble. And I said, what happened? He said his boss and LDA is in the NDLA, people carrying drugs, not be NDLA they call them. He said NDLA don't come catch the boss 2 days ago, and everything belongs to him. All his cars all confiscated, his house confiscated. He's a prison now. So as I seen they talk now, you know, get work again and all that. So they asked him to leave because they actually told him that your boss will not come out from prison for the next years. Then I now ask him, you know, I know some of you might think that not before, because for me, I stand for what is right. And I ask him, well, you know aware the kind of job where your boss did do before? He said, no, you know, say they do drug, but he tell us saying they do forest trading and all that. I say, yes, there's a lot of satanic, fraudulent people in Nigeria now hiding under the name of forest trading. Many of them are fraudsters. Many of them steal from whatever. They do drug, they do everything, you know. He said, but I was suspecting something another. Okay, you were suspecting. Why did you leave there and look for another job all this while? I was only, it is just a normal gate man, but, you know, I was advising him. I said, listen, I don't, because the country is messed up. In abroad, for example, what is happening in your community, if police come to that community to look for information, your neighbors, in fact, your best neighbor, it is say before, say now your best neighbor, now you go give all the information, give the police. Tell her, say, now my neighbor, but I know you trust them at all, see what they do. But for Nigeria, because we are benefiting from that rubbish, we are good to protect that person. I've said this so many times on air. For those of you that have known me for a while, or you just knowing me now, you are in Nigeria or you are in the UK, these are my only two routes. If you know there's anything me particularly I've done in the past, maybe we don't dance for ghetto, but in the past, expose me. Maybe you might think, say, if you call into our show now, we're not going to let you expose me or we'll cut you off. Do your show. Expose me with facts. I speak the way my principal they talk, with the way Peter Obiti they talk. There's nothing like, oh, you don't say where I do and now I can't change, I can't be better person. No. If you want to be a better person and have a good name for yourself, how you started your life, the journey of your life from day one, from that foundation, now you're supposed to strengthen now. Say weekend now we did, so now my house I did, they talk to una so. Many men now we believe say they do no pass me now they one lounges and one club or whatever now they now they jigged at the 310 they press blah there. You know me say I better pass there or they better pass me, but if you want to have a good name and you have a mission, you have a vision or a destination, for you to be able to actualize that destination that you're embarking on, you must be able to protect your name at all times. In most cases, it might be you are not the one that have committed that crime directly, but you have people affiliated to you that is into that, maybe drug, fraudulent activities, crime, corruption, and you carry all of them as your friends. I told you, one of the top governorship candidates in Edo State, just concluded Edo State governor, called me and he said, Elvis, how far now? You there Nigeria? And I said, yes. Where you there? I said, Lagos. I tell Lagos. Make we see. I dribble a part till tomorrow. No, me say I not get respect for that ipa. Till tomorrow I not see him. I not drive go there. No, me say I not get better car to go there. Say they not open gate for me. No, me say I not get better shoe or better dress. You know why I not go? I don't want to go take picture with somebody. The way people will narrate it is different. People's perception over that picture sometimes can be described in a different way. I am protecting my name. Don't judge me by the sins of my father, the sins of my mother. Don't judge me by the sins of my families. Judge me by me. Say Elvis Oniyedigin, Zevigins, or Mr. Niger Wash. So, see what he do. Damn, how they hear you. When did they tell you now? How do you live your life? Do you know many people that are saying, I never put down for anything wrong before in my life? Oh, and 90% of their friends are criminals and corrupt Yahoo people. Are you aware of that? How can you have a friend, for example? You call this person your friend. You've been friends for a couple of months or years. You don't know what your friend they do. Or you want to tell the world, say, and I'm my friend for 2 years, but I don't know what they do. Shut up there, my friend. Good way. You know, you pretentiously ignore it after all. If you buy beer, he go still buy beer for you. You are eating from that corrupt money. We are not going anywhere. If we see what is wrong, we are not talking about it because the person in particular is affiliated with you, is a family to your family member, or is your personal friend, or is a in-law to the where you married from. Or listen, I've said it so many times. If I see my mama, she dey hear me enough with corruption, I not go wait for you to call him out. I'll call him out. If not my papa, I'll call him out. If not my daughter, my child, my son, my wife, I will call them all out. There was a movie that I watched one time that time. What's this movie called? Is it Black Arrow? Was it Black Arrow they call it that time? I believe Segun Arize that acted that movie that time, but long time ago, old movie, where the judge have been sentencing people to death by who committed armed robbery or something like that. Some of you now remember, I don't remember the name of the movie. I believe it's a Black Arrow. I can't remember. Then the day where they bring his son come, that judge come look at like this, say, ah, my son, so you are doing this. You know, sir, the way I take bring you up, I've told you right from time, I can never support what is wrong. For inside court, too, the son say, yes, daddy. Said, then the mama they cry, honey, please don't let them kill him, don't let them do this. Then tell your wife, say, you know how I brought my children up. The wife say yes. Said, unfortunately, this same table now I don't take sign where other people take by. He put the hammer in that comfortable. Say sentenced to death by hanging. These are men. These are men. Yes, I will do it because I tell you, there's a way I brought you up. If you deviate from it, and I am in the position where I have passed law, I have signed for other people's children to be buyed, it reached my turn. I can't say, oh, we'll bypass this one. Now, there God, they start to punish you. Sometimes me and my wife will be joking. And one day they tell us, they say, listen, what is wrong is wrong. Even my own wife said to Nigeria, said to visit Nigeria, she not anything to do with anything with the hot, na problem for her. Talk less or say, no, you cannot. Now make Nigeria not better. I'm talking in general now. I'm not focusing anymore on just the government, because the problem of Nigeria is all of us. We are very good at protecting Satanism, because that satanic spirit, either they come from your papa, if they come from person where you know, person where buy you bag of rice 10 years ago, person where pay your child school fees 10 years ago. Now, person pay your child school fees 10 years ago. The person can't buy person this year. You can't protect them. Police they look for them, they go. You can't hide them for your back of door. That is the problem that is affecting Nigeria today, my people. Hey, Silent Night. Oh, God go bless you, Golden Star. Oh, Golden Star, I love you. I love you with all my life. Silent Night. See, we get all these people for here. We understand. Now, Silent Night. God go bless you for that movie.
Yes. Now Silent Nights. Go and watch it again. You don't old though. He said, no, my son, you will die.
Alex Osifo, you know that
Alex Osifo! Yes,
judge.
God bless you. Now he be the judge. Yes. Alex Osifo, our Edo brother. Yes, that man. I say that movie till tomorrow is what I look at when I'm taking decision. Say, listen, for me, I go advise you. If you are my friend, like my brother, Mr. Alabo or Mr. Olumide here now, my friend. Tell you, say, you be my friend, though. The day when you go do anything wrong, I not go protect you. If this thing do anything wrong, not protect me. Over 10 years now, I know they talk for years. If you have anything against me, expose me, or God will punish you. How many people can do this? How many? Do you know that I have an extreme, flashy lifestyle that people can easily assume, say, there's no way this kind of person will be living like this. Say he's not into one or two things. Now, because when you are hardworking, you see the results. I'm a testimony to it. I've said it so many times. When you are hardworking, I wish you understand how I tell you work. You will have so much respect for me. I don't have single time for myself. Now, my mama, they tell me sometimes, they say, no, make I relax or make I sleep. You know, I can't even remember the last time I sleep afternoon sleep. Say you just sleep proper afternoon sleep. I know, say I'm not behind you, no. Some of you will start advising me that all my wonderful good people for here. Yes, but sometimes this is the time to do it. I'm young, right? When I do the old now, then you can't relax. By God's grace, waiting God bless you with, you'll be enjoying it. But people looking from distance, they want to be like you overnight. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. See me now, day here now, they talk for here, me and my people. Think it's easy. As I finish, so I'm starting something else. So I'm not in support of anything that is wrong doing, even though I know myself and everybody listening to me right now, none of us is perfect. But say you can't deliberately they do something. Me as me and they preach, so as I drop now, my job baron people now, they'll come, they might have the drink champagne for here. How they deceive the public. Listen, as Madam Deborah talking just now. Nothing hidden under the sun. One day, God must make sure say he punish you. As my mama they talk, and my mama say public disgrace. my mother want cause people go say no worry. Public disgrace go hit the person. Public disgrace. You know what they call public disgrace? Go hit you woto. You understand what life is all about. Only you. Listen, let's live a good life. Nigeria not good today. Now collective should I call it effort? You know, or collective contribution. Now it cost some. Now your cost some. Not be only our government, because the people that are used to criticize government, they are now into government. They are still doing the wrong thing. Let's have that in mind. Madam Deborah, quickly talk to me, man. Just 1 minute.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, man.
I think I was just listening to what you were saying about the Gatesman.
Yeah.
About the Gatesman. I said this is exactly what is going on. Even if you look at the case of that Ochanya, you saw what the auntie did. Even after knowing what the husband and the son did, the evil, but she still chose to protect them. And instead of protecting the vulnerable girl. So you see what is going on. She knew what they are doing, but instead she still chose to protect.
Exactly.
To protect them.
Yeah.
To protect them. How can you protect such an evil? And the girl is her own niece. And that is what is going on in Nigeria. They know, but you see, the white people will never, they will be the ones to call police.
Of course. Of course.
If it's a white woman, she'll be the first to call the police to report.
Okay, get story what I want to talk for here now. Madam Deborah, Mike, we told this story. Baby drop. Because of what Madam Deborah just said now. I've said the story before on this platform. I don't know who will remember, but let me say it again. I used to have a friend. Although, let me say, you can never hear from her for years now. But yes, it was my friend. So he rented a room from my house. Then I used to live in a city called Bristol. Because for some of my people with Bristol now go, they listen to me. He rented a room in my house. And this guy was into fraud. I used to PGT talk. You know, he thief people card till they buy laptop and go cheap and come Nigeria, do so many things. He was even mocking me that time when I was going to school, doing so many things, going to work, from work to school to work and all that. To cut it short, do you know that me particularly, I always travel to Nigeria, do 2 weeks, go back, do 2 weeks, go back. My first visit to Nigeria was 2005. Do you know that I was monitored for 1 year and 6 months by the UK police to see what me they do if I was into this thing? The same time they were monitoring these people. Not before here where you just go tell police, say, my neighbor do me something, go arrest and police will just say, Madam, Oga, you are under arrest. It doesn't happen like that in the UK. 1 year and 6 months they monitored everybody. Now then they come no say, me particularly, I was 100% innocent. My traveling to Nigeria, everything, they show me document. I take the travel, go Nigeria. When they come back, everything where they do. UK government will monitor you. But when they bam these people, they give, now 2 of them, they give one 18, they give the other one 22 years. And the law of UK be say, once you've done this thing, whatever you've done now, I don't know whether they don't change that now, but that law have always been there. Once you finish serving, you'll be deported back to your country where you come from. Listen, guys, what is wrong is wrong. I can't tell this guy, I can't say, no, you come out from my house. This is the way they do so. Then, quarter can come. They'll see me for outside, they greet me again. And the time when they take cash at that time, a woman that time when they friend, now not be wife, now a woman, that one get belly, that one can't go. They also arrest the girl as well. That one can't go born for inside hospital, for inside prison. This story, I don't want, this is a personal story, you know, why I don't want to expose it, but sometimes it's good to reference to some things for people to learn. But guess what? Both the baby, both the woman were born for inside prison, but because they can't leave the woman now, after that one do 2 years or so, they can't leave her with the baby. The baby, now that time, you know, say UK government get the way they take day. Now inside prison, that baby, they born that baby, and that baby spent 2 years for inside prison. 2 years for inside prison. They can't leave them, deport them, come Nigeria. Since that time, now none of the theater abroad they get it today. Wait till they pursue, they go when you know that death is inevitable. Whether you get money, go reach Yugoslavia, anyhow you take get ammo, one day, that sad day that you don't want to hear, I don't want to hear, we don't want to hear. That day will come. We are praying for long life and good health. But if that day come, will you take all these things along with you? You know, you will not. And for those of you who believe that you can never be successful without you did not engage in fraudulent activities, I pity for you because you they swear for yourself. Yes, you have laid curse on yourself already that I can never become anything in life until I engage in fraudulent activities. I make you, God will really cement for you, say, you not go ever feel better again. Anything we put your hand, not go ever prosper. My people, I'll round up here. For Nigeria to be better, it must be a collective effort. You and I cannot just hide one place, they blame government. Government, not do this. Government, not do this. Government not go fit change our mindset to make it get out of mind.
Anyway, Elvis.
Yes, my brother.
And there's one important thing that we have to give stress. See, not every one of us belongs to a political party. All we want is a good, working, civilized environment. And if all of these killings are going to be going on, all of these bad acts are going to be going on.
No, not give submission. Only 30 seconds you have, no submission, please.
Sure, are going to be going on. This is not the kind of, and they call it politics. This is not the kind of politics we want. We don't want this kind of politics. We want good politics. Good, fair politics.
My
don't
brother,
do
look,
something
you
bad
and
and
I have
evil.
never experienced good politics in Nigeria before. I'm not sure.
So we must begin to then label what is bad and evil as evil.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying now.
We can't say people can't do things and then we say it's good politics.
But even the good politics we are talking about, is it not one of the people outside the government that we are looking forward to?
No. Tinubu is politically sagacious. Is strategic. Is meanwhile this guy is evil. And you are telling me
That's what I'm saying.
it's strategic.
Okay,
It's
what I'm saying
sagacious.
now, Tinubu not good, right? But the people you and I looking up to may can't give us that better country. Not they're outside right now, they're not into the government. Is it not the same people me are talking about that majority of them are already corrupt? The people that you are looking up to, that I'm looking up to, majority of them, they already have criminal mindsets that they might likely do worse than Tinubu that we are calling today. That's my stand.
Yeah, because the reason is because they have a space that works for them. They have a space that accommodates them. They have a space that enables them.
But I'm telling you now that almost everybody in Nigeria is corrupt. They are full of lies. They are criminals. I'm not generalizing. Almost all of them, including your family members, my own family members.
Let me say the country don't go with that now. Maybe
don't go.
Close down your Nigeria Watch panel. Make everybody they go out.
Oh, you go sleep, happy. I'm telling you, because the thing Baba, I'm in Nigeria here. Sometimes they ask myself, what am I doing here? Almost everybody have criminal mindset in Nigeria. Almost everybody is very sad. Do you know that this preaching I've been preaching since now? I never see anybody for comment section where don't tell me now, say forget that thing. Do you know that sometimes I try my best to preach it when I'm with 1 or 2, 3 persons? All of them always argue with me. Say, bro, I beg you. How person want to survive for this country? I beg you. My brother, the only way they believe they can survive in Nigeria is to engage in criminality. Let me round up here. I appreciate every one of you right there, my people.
Mr. Nigeria Watch, 1 second,
Yes.
I beg. Remember that before we have those politicians, they were one citizen. Tinubu was on the street condemning what happened.
That's what I'm saying. I've mentioned it already.
Yes.
The same people that is condemning government today, they are the one that will come in when this government leaves. And they are already corrupt in advance.
Not even come in. If one of their friend or their brother did that power, their ideology, everything, their character, it don't change. They become corrupt at those people.
Thank
no
you, sir.
matter
Let me
how
listen
bad
to
that
Mr.
person
Joseph.
is.
Thank you,
No
Mr.
matter-
Alambo. Lovely brother. Thank you. Mr. Joseph. Thank you, sir.
Quite long. I just pop in. I was just following your presentation now.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Elvis, first of all, let me thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, sir.
Particularly this afternoon, I listened to your presentation this afternoon. I was really impressed. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know that northern fellow that spoke, the one you presented this afternoon. You know, that statement he made, that was shocking. You know, I couldn't believe that he was so fair.
Yes.
The way he presented himself, what he said, that was the first time I've had him do such statement. That was very good. I just hope other Northerners will emulate him, because the advice he gave to them was really good. I so much love it.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe
I saw your comment. Thank you, sir.
And again, what you were just saying now, Mr. Elvis, to be frank, we have no other choice. We just anything that will make this coming up election that will be not in any ballot, then best thing is to me, I will advise everybody back home, everywhere, please go ahead and vote for Tinubu. If Obi is not on the ballot, to me, it's best bet. You know, between evils, you must choose one. And this one we have chosen is the known evil. The one that we know is Tinubu. So any other one that is coming behind, other than Peter Obi, as far as I'm concerned, is foul. Let's go ahead. Once Obi is not on the ballot, we should go ahead and vote for right around.
So, but what makes you think Peter Obi will not be on the ballot, sir?
The way things are going, I don't understand what is going on. Anywhere this guy goes to, these people who are touting, I don't know, is he AA or A, where they are touting one another? But I'm telling you, before they know it, You know, when they were registering parties, do you know what Tinubu did? This is from a grapevine, you know. When they were registering, this guy made sure he has all his tentacles in almost every party. I'm telling you, he has already, this is a well planned, he has planned this thing right from the word go. There is no place you go to, he will touch it. I'm telling you, look at what's happening to you. Can you imagine even in the north? Eh? ADC are even struggling to hold meeting. No, talk of the east. That of the east, I don't know when an average people, all these people politicians, once they see money, they will bow down. That's all. I don't trust them at all. I'm telling you, that thing that they are saying they're going to take some states, as far as I'm concerned, maybe it's going to happen. Maybe it's to happen. Because when these people see money, as I'm telling you, I'm an Igbo man, but I'm telling you, I don't trust anyone when it comes to money. The only person, as far as I will say I will trust now, probably Peter Obi, that's all. And you can see his antecedent right from the word go. There's no amount of research you do. This man have always been upright. It has always, so this is what drew me. Even me coming to your program, Mr. Elvis, it's because of you. I'm telling you, even my wife told me that she has even made research about you.
Easy.
Before even I know your surname, my wife know your surname. I can't believe it.
Thank you, sir.
She keep telling me, Omo She keep telling me, Omo Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
God
you
bless
for
you,
what you do. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, wow. Mr. Joseph, what you say, wife, don't go do research about me. You know, so when you do a public space, they deceive yourself sometimes. People are watching you from distance. Mr. Justin Emmanuel, thank you very much, sir. I'm very, very grateful. Thank God, sir, I delayed small. Now I make this super chat come now. You know, because for Bill, I say now only Madam Peggy Modin, I just opened that way today. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very, very grateful. All right, guys. I appreciate every one of you. We are not perfect here. We'll never talk about this, so we're perfect. But let's just stand for what is right. You know, Nigeria is not working. As I talked to now, so no light for here. So the era of we supporting what is wrong, we need to put it behind now. And let's speak in one voice to see how the country can be better in our time. That's what we are doing. You know, many Nigerians listening to me now, they hope to come back home. But the country where now they work, now you say when they come. Where light not there so. How many people feel put solar for their house? Or how many people feel they afford to buy generator, what they call them fuel for their generator every day? Even though you can afford it, do you know how stressful it is? With the noise. If I carry my laptop, go outside, now you hear noise of generator everywhere for the whole estate. Everywhere is balablo, bolaba. Let's just see how the country can be better. Even though for me, I know they too get hope like that. To be honest, I know to get hope like that. But I don't see things for this country to say that some of them are just waiting for this one to leave office, may they come here and continue. You know, that's what most of them are doing. But hopefully we'll have that better Nigeria someday. Now here we draw the curtain, my people. Now God bless you. Now thank you very much, Mr. Olumide. Thank you, our Dream Nation, Mr. Labo. Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you, Mother Deborah. Thank you, Mr. Joseph Oji. I appreciate every one of you for your contribution today. And I thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Oji. Once again, I appreciate you, sir. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. I appreciate my mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do, for always being there for us. Thank you, my brother, Abu Azi. God bless you. Thanks for always being there. You know, Abu Azi is a very street person. You know, if you don't say A, you know, they come up for A, go stand by them. For the one in Nigeria better, but I go beg Abu Azi, go contest. If you contest, Nigeria will be better. Because those are the kind of people we need that can handle the people with iron hand. You know. Anyway, thank you very much, Madam Peggy. Oh, you left me a comment. You said, thank you always, Mr. Elvis, for your words of wisdom, and may God continually strengthen and bless all that you do in Jesus' name. Amen, amen, amen. I appreciate you, man. May God bless you too. May God bless your household. I'm very, very grateful for all that you do. Thank you very much once again, Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel. You know, thanks for coming in. You said, Mr. Elvis, iPhone money can buy solar. iPhone money can buy solar. Every small chicks get iPhone for Nigeria. Now true, you are right, but that iPhone you see say where they get so I believe so. You know what they call body count. Body count. That one go down reach 378 or 3,000 or 3,078,078. I don't know how to call body count for them to get those kind of things. I mean, they talk say all of them have criminal mindset, directly or indirectly. So, not the area if we talk about it's crazy. And for 70 we come and you see for small people hand and their mama they one room they stay. So, you know what I'm saying? A body count I reach there. But I know that one not topic for another day. Now be that one. For now, one I can't break those one. I can't break can woto because I get all of them for my diary. Not why I don't know about this country anymore. Nobody fit cheat me for Nigeria again. I know everything about Nigeria. I'll come break any topic when I want to work concern Nigeria. I'll come break them. I know all of them, and I will talk with facts. I know what the rain. So married women are divorcing their husbands. Now you're the rain for Nigeria. So they are divorcing. You know why they are divorcing? Once you all do small thing like this, you cheated on me, you're divorced, you don't go to date another married man. We'll come there. I don't want to enter another topic. May not be like I don't come up for here again. My people, now God bless you. Now. I'll play music for you guys, a long music so that you can discuss with yourself right there on the comment section. And people, help us to press on the like before you go. Help us to share. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. We are always here talking about the things that are affecting us here. Fingers crossed, tomorrow I might likely come out to discuss something else, even though I know it's my off day. But I might likely, but I'm not promising. Come out and discuss something that is affecting you and I. But it's not going to be politics. It's not going to be politics. It's going to be other area. Other issue that is affecting us. It might also concern this kind of topic, but just look out for me. If things are not come out, still understand with me, will never me not promise now. Say, I only just said I might likely. But nevertheless, my people are here. I will join the court.
We are waiting for you tomorrow, sir.
I said I might likely. Mr. Alabo. I might likely I talk. All right, my people, good night. Bye for now.
Are you calling me the jindum? Are you calling me the jindum? Follow me the jindum. Come well, Ndaba